not really going too well, guys. This might be a bad market. My profit for this weekend was not too bad, if I say so myself. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. My name is Heidi if you're new here, and I run a small crochet business. I film markets, I have drops, I have my own patterns, I do the whole thing. So if you're interested in any of those details, the links are in the description. But if you're not new here, hello. Thanks for coming back. Today we are doing another market prep slash vlog. This time it's a little different, okay? I didn't record anything this week because I didn't make anything. This is my last market of October, so I guess for me it's like the end of my market season. Guys, let me recount because I had a lot of markets this month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that doesn't really seem like a lot, but 4 is a lot to me. I had 4 markets back to back, and I had some in September. I also had some in August. So from August to now, I've had a lot of markets, probably around almost 10, which is kind of crazy. Probably a little less than 10. But yeah, I didn't really make much because I kind of want to get rid of everything for this market. I want to get rid of all of my inventory. I'm down to 1 duffel bag filled of my inventory, which is a good thing, and it'll still fill up my tables. I am doing a 10 by 10 for this market, but I'm only doing a 6-foot table, and I already have my display in mind, and I have a feeling it's gonna be executed the way I want it to look. Earlier today, actually, I was prepping everything because at this market, it is called a vintage market. There is a good handful of people who vend like vintage clothing, resellers or whatever. I don't really consider myself a reseller. I kind of just like to go thrifting, find cute pieces, and then sell them online. But for not an insane amount, you know, like my cheapest thing is like $3, and then my most expensive item would probably be $50, just depending on its value, on how rare it is. But I never had issues with people complaining on my prices. Everyone buys everything that I sell, so can't say too much about that. I feel like my lips are missing a little color. At this market, I like to bring the clothes that I thrift, and I sell it for pretty cheap. I do $4 a piece, and then you can do 3 for $10, and it does really good every single time. Even though it's a little more of like a hassle for me because now I have to prep 2 things and I'm not really getting that much back from it. I don't really care too much. I mean, it is what it is. I used to be on my Depop game for a really long time, but I kind of prioritized markets in my crochet business instead of Depop. I've been trying to dive back into like the whole reselling thing, but on Whatnot, it's been going great. It's kind of hard to get viewers on Whatnot because you kind of have to build a community there. So if you want to follow me on Whatnot, check me out. I'll probably do another show next month. I'm not really too consistent on it just because obviously I have my crochet business. But anyways, that's too much yapping about that. Moving on. Earlier today, I basically put all the clothes in my car, put my clothing racks up there, and then made sure I had my tables, my tablecloths, just like my displays and stuff. And then I started building my actual display where my crochet inventory will be on. At this market, I do take a 10 by 10, but since I don't have that much inventory, I'm only gonna use 1 6-foot table. I built this display, and then I finally made my little awning. I think it's called an awning. It's like the little roof of like a market stand type of thing. Once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I finally made it. I basically printed out the little rectangles like with the swoop at the bottom. I printed those out on a sheet of paper. I cut them out, and then I laminated them just so they don't get damaged. And then I got cardboard from Dollar Tree that it's like the project board one at Dollar Tree where it opens up like a book. So pretend I'm the board. This is a piece and my hands are 2 pieces. I basically cut the board in half and then stack them on top of each other so the fold can act as a support for my little pieces of sheets that I printed out. And that is basically what I did. I've been trying to figure out how to make this freaking little awning. Finally figured out what it was called. Someone commented it on my last video, so thank you so much if you did. But it's called an awning. It came out so cute. I love it. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the dark blue that I ended up printing out. I'll probably print out a different color next time. I really like how it turned out. So that's what I've been doing all day today, and now I finally get to sit down and show you guys my inventories. I didn't crochet like anything this week. Also because I just wanted to take a break from crocheting back to back, and I don't really need to stock up on stuff simply because this is my last market and I want to get rid of almost everything just so I don't have to carry this duffel bag with me in my room until December, which in December I have my next market. I'm gonna have November kind of off. I'm still gonna be making stuff for my December drop. I'm having a drop, yes I am. I'm gonna take all of November to do and work on that, and then I'll get back to market prepping in December. But content will be coming still. I'm gonna do a lot of crochet with me's. I'm gonna give you guys what I crocheted in a week, and I'm also gonna make a what I learned while doing markets and just like market tips overall for people who want to get into making markets. This is my first year where I actually like dove into doing markets, guys. Last year I really wanted to, but I was super focused on like custom orders and just my drops, patterns and whatnot. But I told myself this year at the beginning of the year that I really wanted to prioritize markets simply because I want to put my business out there locally. I want people to know that that my business exists in their area. It freaking works, guys. I had people from past markets come again to my booth. One of my markets, this girl who bought something from me at the fair came back to my last market to buy something that I posted that I was gonna take. So I make these videos of like what I crochet in a week to post on social media. She saw these keychains and she was like, I need to get those. And so she showed up to the market I was at and she was like, I came just for this. Like I actually have to go back to work right now. Guys, what the, like that is so sweet. I just... looks like I'm about to cry, but I just think that's the sweetest thing ever. Like someone supporting you that hard where like they go out of their way, take time of their day to just go see you at a market. I thought that was the sweetest thing ever, and it truly does work. Like I know so many people now. I made friends like at markets with other vendors. So I know these people, I see them, you know, at all the other markets that I go to now, and we make conversation, we catch up, we inform each other about markets. So it's a really nice community. I recommend everyone to give it a try. I'm really happy I did this year, and I'll definitely be doing more markets next year. But yeah, this week I didn't really do much. I only had on my to-do list for this week loaf cats, 2 keychains, and I believe 2 chubby dinos, and that's it. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to have so much inventory that I have to carry it with me, or I don't want to have so much for me to upload onto my website, because everything that doesn't sell tomorrow will be going on my website for my followers to shop, you know. I did make 2 loaf cats. They're not done. I'm gonna make 4 more because I want to have 6 of them at my market, and then obviously 2 chubby dinos. I can probably make those at the market. I definitely can make those at the market. That's what I did at my last market, and they all sold like right away. So I just want to take this week off to just relax. I also been kind of in like a weird mood. I don't know, maybe like the seasonal depression is starting to hit me. I'm not really a big fan of the winter, but I'm starting to try and romanticize it, and it's nice. Like, I mean, also climate change is like real, guys. Why is it 80 degrees in October? Like, what is going on? I thought this was fall. Yeah, anyway, that's too much talking. The sun is about to leave me. I need to show you guys my inventory. I obviously have my stickers here with me. I take these to all my markets. I don't include them into my Excel spreadsheet simply because there's like no need to. I have too many stickers. Anyway, I also found my freaking bag. It was in the bottom of my seats in my car, but I found my bag. So we're gonna have, let's just start. We're gonna have this bag. It is gonna be $30. I free-handed this. 1 bag for $30. Then we have Mr. Snoopy in his coat. This pattern will be coming out soon, guys. I just need time to write it out, but he has a little scarf. This guy will be $40. I have 2 bouquets and they're each $40. I'm gonna go out of order, guys, simply because I'm wasting time here and I need to just show you guys what I have. So I'm sorry if it's not from like the cheapest to the most expensive, but I'm just showing you guys my inventory. And then we have Miss Hello Kitty with her Spider-Man beanie, and she is going to be $45. We have Mr. Frankenstein. He almost went home last month, but not last month, last market, but yeah, they didn't take him. Someone in my comments said maybe I should take off the beanie and the hat. I mean, the beanie and the scarf, because it doesn't really look like him. So I think I'm gonna have him like this at my next market, and we'll see if that's true. because I mean, I already know it's Frankenstein because I've had him for so long, but maybe people don't know. And I mean, it's not like people don't know because I have a little tag. I use tags for like all of my stuff, and I always put what it is on the tag, so people have to know it's Frankenstein. I think they're just not really a big fan. I will take the scarf and the beanie off tomorrow. Hopefully it sells that way. But yeah, we have Mr. Frankenstein and he will be $30. We have Pusheen as a s'more for $70. I have this really cute pumpkin pie turtle. I'm surprised it didn't sell my last market. Hopefully it does at this market. Pumpkin pie turtle for $30. One ballerina mouse for $30. Ooh, Mr. Toon Spike for $40. Sponge Jellycat still. I'm still gonna have it at $40. I don't know. I really want to get my money's worth. This took me way too long to lower the price. Hello Kitty as a ladybug for $40. Scuba Kitty for $45. I think I'm gonna redo the whiskers. I feel like they're so thick and low-key not cute. Zorro from One Piece for $45, and Nami from One Piece for $45. Gumball and Darwin for $55 each. We have Mr. Pumpkin Snoopy for $60. This really cute bear in a raincoat for $75. A lot of people think it's a robe, which I can see it looks like a robe, so I just let them think it's a robe. My Puffer Snoopy, and he will be $95. I've lowered it so many times already, still nobody wants him. One chubby dinosaur. I'm gonna have 3 chubby dinosaurs tomorrow. I only have one with me, but I'm gonna make 2 in the morning tomorrow. I'm gonna have 3 chubby dinos for $13 each. I have this headband piece, little ear warmer thing, for $10. I have this set of coasters, little set of coasters, star coasters for $10. And then my last 2 clown heads for $10 each. 3 apple core keychains for $8 each. 2 apple slice keychains for $4 each. 2 mushroom keychains for $12 each. And then 3 chicken keychains for $7 each. My last chicken keychains. And obviously I am going to have 6 loaf cats for $15 each. That is all of my inventory, guys. As you can tell, that's literally it. I'm gonna calculate and see how much everything comes out to. It'll be up on the screen. I'm gonna call it a night today because the sunset is happening and it's starting to look really bad in here. I will be in a DIY costume tomorrow. I was thinking of just purchasing a ladybug costume, but why are they so expensive? Like, so I'm gonna DIY it. Hopefully it looks good, question mark. I'm kind of scared. I bought like all the pieces separately. Oh, I need to make my headband. I don't have a headband. That's what I need to do right now. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early for setup. Hello everyone. So I feel a little silly because I am the only person that is dressed in a costume. I don't know why I thought people were gonna dress up, you know, for Halloween, because it's October and it's the last market. I'm trying to get some good lighting in here because it looks really rough. I'm all set up. I showed you guys my booth. It looks really, really cute. I love it. I'm not really a big fan of the shade of blue I used for the awning, but that's fine. I'll just change it up at my next market, which is not until December. But yeah, I brought some candy because, you know, I don't know. I was gonna say Christmas is coming up. Halloween is coming up and I should do my lip liner. I feel bare. Where's my stuff? Market started already. It's 10:07. There is people still setting up. I don't know if the market starts at 10 or 10:30? Because there's a lot of people setting up right now still. So I don't remember. Let's check what the post says. Oh, 10:30. Damn. Okay. Now I know not to arrive this early because what the hell. Everything is ready to go. I'm probably gonna eat half of this wrap that I bought this morning. And then my mom is keeping me company today. Thank you, Mom. When she comes back, I'm gonna take a lap around the market and see what everyone has. I forgot to tell you guys that I ended up making all of the loaf cats last night. Here they are with their big sis. But yeah, these are all the loaf cats I made last night. Love them. You can't really see the black one, but they're so cute and tiny. I had to squish them in there because they were not fitting. Yeah, now I am going to make the chubby dinos, and I just need to make 2 of them, or maybe I'll make more, but I only brought 2 colors. Okay guys, I wanted to show you guys some things I got. I got a couple pins. This one, hold on, let me hold it like this. Cute little Snoopy pin. And then I got this one for my sister, and then this one for my other sister. And at a different booth, I got this bottle cap painted pin, which I thought was really cool, so I'll put it on one of my bags. I got that, and then I need to go look for my custom tote bag that I ordered with a vendor at a past market, and they're here and I need to go grab it, but there's people in my booth, so I'm gonna wait till they're gone and then I'll head over there. Okay, a little update. I haven't made any like crochet sales, only clothing, which is, you know, plus. Okay, my freaking ear keeps falling, not my ear, my antenna. But I picked up my custom bag, and guys, it's so cute. This is it. Freaking cutest thing ever. Sweet lady. I love that it has these loops. It's like repurposed. I'm pretty sure like jeans, but I love how it came out so much. This will be my new going out bag. But yeah, if you're interested in her stuff, I don't know if she has like a website or anything. I think she only has Facebook. She is a little older, but this is the tag. Really cute sewed bags, every type of thing that you can sew, honestly. Mainly bags, makeup bags, big tote bags, wristlets, wallets, all that good stuff. But it has been a little slow. The weather's nice, but it is really slow. Haven't made any sales. Hopefully it picks up later. And I also just made a blue dino, so I'm making an orange one now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. It is about to be 12 already. It's 11:50, so hopefully it picks up later today because it's a nice day today. Okay guys, I made my 3rd chubby dino. And it is 12:26. Let's put it on my table. Little update. It is now 12:30. Not really going too well, guys. This might be a bad market today, but it's alright. It's not like I drove too far for it. But I've made 3 crochet inventory sales. Oh my god, hair is like getting into my freaking mouth. I've sold an apple slice, my pumpkin pie turtle, and an apple core keychain so far. Really slow. I've sold some clothing actually. I sold more clothes than inventory, so I guess that's good. Hopefully it picks up though. Like, it's really dead. There is other events going on today. We'll see what happens. Hey, oh yeah, it'll be $4. Yeah, and then I can do Venmo or cash. I just don't have a bag, so I hope you don't mind. Yeah, I love your little thank you. Your scarf's really cute. Yeah, did you make it or did you buy it?
No, I got it from
where's that at?
There's one in Eureka, there's one in Arcade.
Is it like a boutique? Oh, okay.
It's like a consignment store.
Okay. It's really cute. I've made 5 crochet sales so far. Yeah, that's it. I'm thinking, I don't know if I should go to the market tomorrow. I do that one pretty often, but I don't really have much stuff anymore. And I'm low-key burnt out. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Also, my vendor neighbors left. They packed up early and they dipped because, I mean, I don't blame them, but... Also, not to throw shade, but their attitude was like not I don't know, I just can't stand people who just can't like fake it, I guess. I don't know. Like, I understand people are being themselves, but it doesn't hurt to be nice, if that makes sense. I mean, this wasn't super rude, but you could just tell when someone's attitude is like not right. Basically, when I was setting up, they got here super late. Like, they got here 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, about like, I guess like an hour. No, not even an hour. I'll say like 40 minutes before the market started. And they were like, I'm gonna need more room than this. Like, they looked at the space between my tent and the tent next to us. And I was like, oh, well, I don't know. You can talk to the organizer and probably they'll tell people to scoot over, you know? And then she's like, well, yeah, because I have a lot of tables and I need more space than this. I was like, okay. Like, what do you want me to do, you know? I was like, okay, we can like scoot my tent over if you'd like. And she's like, yeah. Girl, she takes out 3 tables, little ass tables, and they all fit perfectly in the gap. They just had this like weird attitude. Not super kind, I guess. Not much is happening, guys. Really slow day. I'm surprised. Hey guys, so it's still the same day as the market. This is probably like the second time I ever do the recap the same day as the market, which honestly says a lot in my opinion. This clearly wasn't a good market, unfortunately, and I just feel bad. I mean, I'm not like upset or anything, simply because I did make my booth feedback and the drive isn't like a crazy drive from where I live, so I just felt bad for just the organizers and the people that drove pretty far to this market. I decided to make this into a 2-day market. I had told myself that this was gonna be my last market until December, but since I did kind of bad, I guess, literally didn't make much, I am deciding to go to another market tomorrow, and it's the same concept, just in a different place. And at this one that I go to, there's a lot more people that show up just because this market has been going on for a couple of years. Overall, I just like being there at that market, so I don't really care too much about the drive and just setting up. That's what I'm gonna do, but I'll give you guys a brief recap of today, and then later I'll do the recap for tomorrow. And I don't know, I'm kind of iffy about tomorrow too, simply because it is the last market that they're doing as well, so I don't know the turnout. I really don't know if people are even gonna go, but I tallied everything up and I didn't really sell much. I sold 5 crochet items, and they were an apple slice keychain for $4 and they paid with cash, my pumpkin pie turtle, which was $30 and they paid Venmo, and my last 3 apple core keychains for $8 each. That comes out to $58, and then with the clothes that I took, I actually made $68 in total. That comes out to $126, and then my booth fee was $30, so my profit is $96. That's a pretty bad market. Definitely not my worst. I had really bad market days in the past where I've literally only made like 60-50 bucks. Not even that. I think once I made like $30. It's just unfortunate because I did have 2 really good markets these 2 past weekends, so then this one just kind of like, it wasn't the greatest thing ever. So that's why I'm deciding to go to tomorrow's market. And also, just to make this video a little more lengthy, I feel like it's gonna be really short if I just cut it here now. I actually did pick up early around 3:30 because the wind is insane. I don't know what it is. I've never felt it so windy here until I went to that market. I think it's just in that specific area where it gets extremely windy. Oh my god, I thought my tent was literally gonna fly away. Like, I'm not joking. I had to be holding on to it even though it had weights on it already. It felt like the weights weren't doing anything. Like, my tent was still shifting a little bit. I was a little scared about that. I decided to take everything down early, and a lot of people were taking down early too because of the wind. A lot of things were falling over. The wind was just way too strong, and we left exactly at 4, which is the time that the market ends. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Okay, hey guys, so I made it to the market right on time. I got here around 9 and it's now 10:30 and I'm all set up, so I'm doing really good on time. I literally set everything up. My display, I did not have it pre-built because yesterday I had the market and then I took everything apart. But this is a pretty small grid display. It wasn't like a trial or error or anything. And I also knew like what it was gonna look like already. I'm all good on that. Let me show you guys my booth, and then in front of me I do have my clothing because next to me I have another vendor. So I'm a really big fan of the awning, like the little thing up here, just because they're like really small and you can see the display. Honestly, it looks fine. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about it. Maybe I should have added one more blue and then like scooched it over just a little bit. Yeah, I think that would have looked better, but it's okay. So this is what I have so far. This is all the inventory I was able to put out on my display because obviously with this display I can't put out a whole lot, but honestly I really like how it turned out. Market started already, but it's pretty dead. There's just a bunch of there's a lot more vendors on that side, but there's some over here and then there's literally no one on this side. So I mean, I could have set up right there, but it's too late now to move all this mess, so it's fine. Okay, update. I'm gonna try and be as loud as possible because there's music going on. It is like 11:30, I think. Oh my god, my freaking microphone's dying. Oh no, it's about to be 12. It's 11:47. No sales. It's kind of slow. I mean, there's people here, but everyone's shopping for clothes. I did sell a couple clothing pieces, but no crochet stuff. So hopefully it picks up later after 12, which happens most of the time. So yeah, I see a lot of cute pieces that I want. And I actually did trade someone a keychain for this jacket. It's a super sick jacket and I'm really happy about it. I'm gonna try and get more trades because I see a lot of clothes that I like and perfect for the fall. I'm gonna go probably walk around again. Guys, I'm actually shaking. Like, my hands are starting to shake. I'm being so fucking serious. My hands are starting to shake. I just sold my puffer Snoopy and he tipped me $14. This is not real life, guys. I just sold my 2 most expensive plushies back to back. I sold my puffer Snoopy and then I sold my pumpkin Snoopy. What's going on? Oh my god. I can cry right now, for real. Okay, I just sold a chicken keychain. The one with the little chains on it for $7. And she tipped me $1. Then I'll also throw in some stickers and a business card for you. Yeah, thanks.
It was 15? Yeah.
Oh, yes, 15. Yeah, just $30. You want me to put it in a bag for you? Do you have a bag? Throw in some stickers and my business card in there for you. Here's your change. And here. It's okay. Hey guys, welcome to the recap portion of today's video. So as you can tell, I did 2 markets this past weekend. I was originally gonna do 1 because I was just super burnt out already and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to this market. And to be honest, I had high hopes for it, but unfortunately it was a really bad market. No one showed up. It was so dead the entire time. I only made 5 sales. I ended up packing up early because it started getting super windy towards the end. I ended up going home and later that night I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the market that is happening on Sunday, which is another vintage market, but it's in a different city or a different town. I ended up going. I woke up around 7:30ish. Yeah, 7:30ish. Got ready, left the house at 8:30. Now I know I don't have to be there super early. I can set up in 30 minutes if I'll be honest, because I had a lot of time left after I was done setting up. And that's with me having to build my display there already, because usually I do it the night before, but since this was a super last minute decision, I ended up taking apart my display on Saturday. I didn't have time to build it. I mean, I did have time, but I just didn't want to. And I knew it was gonna take no time because it's a super small display build since I only took a 4-foot table this time. Got there around 8:30. I set up. It was misting in the morning. I was super scared. I got pretty wet and it stopped as soon as the market started, and then the rest of the day it was beautiful. It was sunny, the weather was perfect, and I was just really happy that I ended up going. And then I made my first sale. Tell me why my first sale is my most expensive item. I actually was kind of like freaking out inside. I was like, ain't no way. So it was this guy, he came up to the booth and saw my Snoopy with the jacket and the scarf. That one's $40. That one was right next to my puffer Snoopy, which is $95. Or, well, I marked it down to $95. But anyway, the Snoopy that he was pointing at, which was the one with the scarf and the jacket, was on one of my receipt holders, just so it's balanced and standing. And he asked if people can buy it with the stand. And I was like, oh yeah, I can sell you the stand too if you need it. And so he goes, okay. And then he looks over at Snoopy and he's like, okay, I think I'm gonna take this one. And he grabs it and gives it to me, and I was like, this one's $95. And he's like, yeah, I know. And so I was like, okay. And then I just do my whole little spiel. I'm like, cash, card, or Venmo? And he's like, I'll pay cash. I mean, I'll pay card. And so I pull it out, taps. I'm like kind of scared. I'm like, oh, you can leave a tip if you want, you know. And he tips me $14.25. $14.25. Are you joking? Are you actually joking? So I basically got my Snoopy for the price that I originally wanted to sell it for, almost $110. I am so happy about that. And then my second freaking item that sold yesterday, my second most expensive item, not most expensive, but one of them, and it was my pumpkin Snoopy for $60. I was like, this is such a good day. And then I was getting some sales from my clothing rack. It was just a good day yesterday. It was definitely slower than the last time I was there. I stayed there all the way until it ended, and I packed up, went home, and fell asleep because oh my god, I was so tired after those two markets. But yeah, I basically gave you like the recap already, but I'm gonna give you full details. I have my Excel spreadsheet pulled up. In total this past weekend I sold 10 items, but the total comes out to $228. If I subtract the fees, obviously I didn't make that much. I made $156 in profit, so not too bad, honestly. These markets were really slow. I mean, they were the last ones of the year. I'm actually really glad that I went because I sold two of my holiday items, and I was super scared I wasn't gonna get, not necessarily rid of them, but they weren't gonna sell before, you know, the end of the year, but they did, and I'm just really happy. I'm super glad I ended up going to yesterday's market because I had already told myself on Saturday, I was like, okay, this is gonna be my last market, this is it, and then it went kind of bad. I was like, I'm gonna ask if there's space available, and there was. I just went and made a couple bucks. Honestly, I'm really glad I went. I sold my puffer Snoopy for $95, my pumpkin Snoopy for $60, a chicken keychain for $7, a loaf cat for $15, my ballerina mouse for $30, and 4 stickers for $2 each. And then if I add to my total, like how much I made from the clothing. Okay, so I threw away the sheet that I marked down how much I made from clothing on Saturday, unfortunately, but I still have the one from Sunday, and on Sunday I made $74. I want to say I made around a little less than 50 if I remember correctly on Saturday, so we're just gonna guess $45. So that comes out to $119 from just clothing overall. Therefore, my profit for this weekend was $272. Not too bad, if I say so myself. I love having two hobbies because I get to make money from both sides, even though it's a little more time consuming. I love it. It's fun. That's pretty much it for this weekend. This is my last market vlog until December, guys, but do not worry, I will be making like market related or just one market related video. I don't think I have anything else to mention. Yeah, I don't think so. It was a great market season, quote unquote season for me. So many markets this past month. Had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.